mouth. Two Christian boys went wandering at night, cold-blooded, warm-hearted, and no goals in sight. No need to feel fame and no fear despite the loss of their heaven they had as their right. For praying and faith was all that they did. Beside God's hand they always had hit. 'Cause the bottom low level on top of their grid was following a man they were taught to forbid. Now along their walk they saw a dark man who held an envelope in the palm of his hand. With hollow black eyes he seemed to demand a thought to provoke which oddly was crammed. His suit was felt black, so was his soul. His face was unclear like a bottomless hole. His smile was smeared, his hair was cold. His back was rested against a cast iron pole. This a note that you signed in a dream. Knife to your throat and your eyes it may seem. I hope to find my reality, tone with a scream. But locked in a world of cadavers and things, I am the infamous leader, the king among kings. The man that you read about that eats angel wings. I break apart the heavens, shoe halos with slings, and spit dimension disorder before the younglings. So don't run to your preacher or pray to his sermon. You'll get swallowed by the leeches, you smiling vermin. 'Cause your soul is yours and yours to determine. To live upon the dead or die with the common. The boys flashed back as flashbacks sent, the truest and darkest of hell-bent intent, like a pendulum clock ticking time increment to the lowest orchless moment which their souls were spent. The dream was vivid yet murky still. The devil moved closely with a lurking will. Vultures in the sky were circling the hill. Hatred and evil was all that you could feel. Incessant sin investment messed with boys unrested, blessed the peasant present half adjusted fest the signature request with us. Argument and test to stress the test of any lesson. 'Cause Lucifer's trumpets rang through the land, daring the carrying mirror match wearing boys at God's hand. But with heaven and heart and faith yet to disband, the path is clear for all life to go as planned. 'Cause Lucifer's trumpet rang through the land, daring the carrying mirror match wearing boys at God's hand. But with heaven and heart and faith yet to disband, the path is clear for all life to go as planned. Thus the proof and thought the circuits were blown. The boys caught distraught at the loss of God's throne. Their entire lives they fought to walk this road alone. Their souls simply bought at the price of a musical tone. See, the boys were popular musicians with no bad inhibitions, yet forced to a position that might lead to a mortician. Without God's permission, Lou moved to a new decision, to find true boys with true compassion and ambition, to make a transition to Life 7 Heaven's edition. 'Cause Lou understood that the generation was bound to be drowned in sound with lengths that would astound. So they found the two most God-fearing renowned to tourniquet temptation to a hidden holy ground. And when all was said and done, the boys sat at their homely edifice, searching for their answers one by one in the book of Genesis, hoping to find trickles of mind-boggling time, Exodus, but left undefined by fearing a line jagged teeth or Cerberus. But the boys put pen to paper with all their thoughts locked, dreaded the outcome of the morrow as a stranger at the door knocked. Both looked for knowledge acknowledgement, but stayed seated as shocked only to open the door to find the floor the dozen doves that flocked. The boys looked down as the doves gave way, and saw upon the ground the retrieval of dismay. The mat laid upon the ground in light altered shades of gray, reading honor thy neighbor as offend some sort of prey. To defend the buckled strays of loose supposed conditions, God showed his love with one single premonition. Tender love and incision, sent the vision with the mission to capture after face the vision, factor the badger and face the picture, catch a coward in his mission to hail the nose of his eviction. Good night. 'Cause Lucifer's trumpets rang through the land, daring to carry merit match wearing boys at God's hand. But with heaven and heart and faith yet to disband, the path is clear for all life to go as planned. 'Cause Lucifer's trumpets rang through the land, daring to carry merit match wearing boys at God's hand. But with heaven and heart and faith yet to disband, the path is clear for all life to go as planned. The sun stood bright as the night shadows fell, as the chariot arose from the darkest depths of hell. The peasants rang the burnished, burning, whistle-ridden bell to announce that Satan had escaped his psycho-sickle-ridden cell. His fiery, fierce false Pegasus pulled him from the depth, leaving the two young men stunned and at a loss for their own breath. The man whom stood before them reeked of certain death, and held a claymore in his right hand, the reins lay in his left. "Have you boys reached a verdict?" he said in a wretched voice. The first boy stepped forward and vested up his choice. The Mother Mary carried me through the rocky roads of treachery, to search my soul for secrecy in the church of holy heresy, to put me on the perch of peaceless purgatory, preferably in a seamless magic festering my soul's solely mindery, to sit and let the angels sing, and let their hollers reach the king, who stands in heaven with the string to pull me from this torturing. The second boy stood forward by his brother's side, of which he stated his 70 sins to his father could confide. In a faint breath he could feel his soul, his devil's tourniquet collide, and as his words reached death before him, this is what he cried. "I do not fear you, sir, you're a broken, fallen angel. Your wings have been clipped, your fangs have been dipped into simmering, sinful, and painful. You flood the fields with cynicism, God-busting, bloodless, ridiculistic criticism. System is the division down. I'll swallow a bottle of poison for I place upon your crown. And as the vultures scavenge my fallen corpse, warped and torn, the fat shackled paramount jackals will truly be forlorn. And I'll put a sign upon my soul, saying, no trespassing allowed. And sought to love the dark and darkness that my heart has then endowed. God's love I have vowed, until death do me part. Then I'll be in the Holy Land where I planned from the start. We appreciate the fact you've given us the time to refine, but sir, we see your such a proposal and hospitably we decline." The devil shook the earth with anger, eyes blood red, and spewed venom on the soil, raising up the dead. He flicked out the light, the sun it never shed, and reached for the boys the dreamland had led. A cloud enshrouded them in light, darkness in the vein, burning the devil's fingertips, driving him insane. The cloud dispersed a moment later, letting in the rain, leaving the boys were merely toys of the devil that he'd slain. 'Cause Lucifer's trumpets rang through the land, daring and carrying merit match roaring boys at God's hand, but with heaven and heart and faith yet to disband. The path is clear for all life to go as planned. As Lou reached his warm arm for some souls, the shoddy intrusion of God pollution shotty up his goal. As long as the devil breathes, as he remains whole, God's seeping hand will be the holder of control.